Hello everyone, Radlad here, and welcome back to what will probably be the final episode of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer. And while I have definitely enjoyed this randomizer, it definitely went a significant amount better than the Super Metroid one I did. I think I'm going to take a break from a big kind of series like this. I think for the rest of March-Troid, I'm going to probably focus on one-off videos, because I don't know. And even if, I'll do, 2-parters, but, for the most part, I'm going to focus on, kind of shorter hacks and stuff, because, yeah, making an hour-and-a-half video every day isn't exactly viable for doing a video every day, especially when, I admittedly am pretty lazy. I will give that much. I am not exactly the most active person in the world, because I will be lazy and just kind of watch a lot of YouTube all day, but, I do want to do other projects, plus I have work. I haven't really done much these past 3 days, except, I guess, go out and drive and shit, but, I don't know. I haven't really done much these days, and I kind of wish I did more, but can't win them all, I guess, so it's fine. Because I am going to do stuff later tonight, because I need to work on my book that I was writing a while back. I finished it, but I want to proofread it one more time and actually, send it out, publish it online, even if it's, not for much. More to just get feedback. So I just want to proofread it one more time, and I've kind of been continually procrastinating on doing that. Anyways, enough personal issues out of the way. Welcome to the final episode of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer, like I said before. And today's episode, we're kind of just going to be focusing on getting the remaining upgrades we need in the overworld, which I think we've gotten most of them here. In fact, I think we've gotten everything here. Because we're at 87% completion, which I'm pretty sure just means there's 13 items. I mean, admittedly, we kind of went down the wrong elevator, so it's kind of our bad. Actually, I'm going to head back up, because I didn't really know what the hell I was even doing. I'll be honest. I kind of just went on autopilot there for a second. Actually, wait, no. Let's stay over here, because there is an upgrade that we need to go to the Dark World for. Since we actually have the whatchamacallit visor. Not the, the Echo visor. So that we can actually get the upgrade in the Ruin Grounds, and I'm pretty sure that's the only thing for Temple Grounds, because after that we just head to Agon Waste, since we've completely 100% Torvus Bog, so there will be no Torvus Bog this episode, which is unfortunate, because I really like Torvus Bog, but it has good music, but there's just no need to go here this episode. Okay, can I, these... I was so stupid. Those stupid plants were, in my way and not, clearing up. So lame. Yeah, that's why I think of you. You're dumb. Okay. What a butt. So yeah, we gotta get through this gate, and obviously we cannot go to Sanctuary Fortress until we get the Cobalt Visor, because that's kind of all we need right now. And as I proved yesterday, and we didn't actually need Grapple Beam for that one upgrade, it was just me being really stupid and not paying attention to a very obvious thing I could have done, so I know, big surprise. Alright, Annihilator. Alright, let's see what you're all about. I think this is the last time I have to do this. Okay. No. That's the middle one. That's the low one. Alright, the high one's over here. Middle. Low, and finally high again. Come on, lock up. We did it. And what is our prize? Missile expansion. I'm pretty sure that's what it is normal. No, I think that's actually a beam ammo expansion in the main game. Alright. Is there anything else in here? I just want to double check. I don't think there is. We can zoom out. I don't know why I haven't done this before. That probably would have made much more logical sense. Yeah, and there's nothing in this room, obviously, so... yeah, I don't think there's anything else over here. Because all the rooms that are blank are just the ones I haven't... I haven't gone to every room, but at the same time, I don't really need to, because a lot of the rooms are kind of useless. To us, at least for now. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. What's our topic for today? I think the topic for today is... well, I'm good at hot takes, so let's just talk shit about Pokemon, since I'm pretty good at that. So yeah, Generation, okay. I know I say I hate Pokemon a lot, but at the same time, I don't actually, fully hate Pokemon. It's not man, Pokemon, more like bad mon. there's just certain things I dislike about Pokemon. Like, mainly the business practices behind, like, the newer games I really dislike. But there's also, I think there's also a fundamental thing about Pokemon I don't like, and it's honestly the whole aspect of having two versions. I think that's dumb, in my opinion. I get why they do it. I fully understand from a business sense why they do it. It makes perfect sense, don't get me wrong. You know, more money. Like, yeah, having two versions is honestly genius from a business perspective. But in terms of, like, actually playing the game and the whole point of, you know, collecting, you know, the Pokemon, it honestly sort of ruins the game because you need both. You need to pay, like, a ridiculous amount of money for both versions. That's not even including third versions. So it's like, and especially, like, for the newer generation, like, for, like, the earlier gens it worked, but, like, Gen 3, you cannot catch them all. You just can't. And, like, the versions that have Nat decks, it makes it very hard to catch them all since you need the previous games to do it. But you also need the previous, like, it just becomes such a time sink that collecting the Pokemon doesn't really feel fun anymore. And I will give Sword and Shield, like, and Scarlet and Violet credit, that's a little bit easier to do so, since they streamlined it a lot in those games. Since there's no more national decks, it makes it a lot easier to complete the Pokédex. But even then, you still need two versions with how expensive they are now. It's like 120. And it kind of makes the whole collecting aspect of Pokemon feel very pointless to me. Because it's like, well, they're so expensive. It's so expensive to do everything. So, like, what's the point? Also, I didn't realize I never got this upgrade. It's kind of funny. But, like, I don't know. That's my main problem with Pokemon, honestly, is the whole collecting aspect should be the fun part of it. You know, it's like a collectathon. It's basically a collectathon if you think about it. And you can't do it because the game is just really not designed for that. It's designed to just be a cash grab. More so than, like, any other series out there. And it's honestly what makes me have, like, very little respect for Pokemon. And I know, like, the whole point of Pokemon is, like, oh, you can build teams and do stuff like that. You know, build Pokemon teams, you know, strengthen your Pokemon. I don't really care about any of that, I'll be honest. I've never really been one who's enjoyed, like, the actual battling part of Pokemon. And, like, you can't, and, like, I know people are like, well, that's the whole point of Pokemon, but is it really? Pokemon's a pretty broad series. And I feel like the thing I like most about it is collecting and the main story, you know, they just kind of fight the gyms and stuff. I play it very casually. I don't really like the competitive scene. It just never interests me. Because, like, you have to, like, train IVs and stuff. And, like, I don't care about any of that. That seems like a lot of effort for something that, to me, isn't really fun. Like, I don't really find Pokemon battling that engaging, to be honest. It's a bit too simple. And there's not much, like, I guess there's a lot to it, to be fair. I'm kind of simplifying it. But, like, I don't know. To me personally, it just doesn't seem interesting. It's like, okay, I mean, I can sort of get the appeal to an extent, but, like, to me personally, it just doesn't look fun. It's like, yes, it is Pokemon battling, but, like, I feel like a lot of other games have better, RPG games have better compact systems that I'd much rather engage in. And to be fair, I don't really like multiplayer competitive games. Never been my cup of tea, personally, but I don't know. Pokemon ain't it for me. Look at these enemies. Oh, I've never scanned you before. Wait. Ah. What if it's Dark Visor? I mean, I kind of probably should have checked the actual thing. But anyway, this is where the Sunburst is normally found in the main game. Talking about Metroid again. So where the Sunburst is found, the charge combo for the light beam. I don't fully remember this puzzle. I mean, I know it's not that tough, but, like, I need to go up here at some point, but I'm pretty sure it's like a second step. Yeah, like, Pokemon games, like, I like Gen 3 and 5. Those are my favorite generations. Those are the ones I remember really liking. Okay, yeah, there's something else we gotta do. There's actually there's a lot of items here. But yeah, like, I remember liking, like, I obviously like Gen 1, 2. Gen 3 and 5 are really good to me. I like those games. I like playing them casually, but at the same time, they're also really freaking grindy. That's another issue I actually have with the series, is, like, God, Pokemon, that's the thing I like about the newer games. I think the universal XP share, for me, is really good. I know a ton of competitive people hate the hell out of it. Personally, I love it. I just wish the game was balanced better around it, you know? Because I think, by definition, like, it's not even a bad thing. I think people say that's a bad thing because they don't really understand what the problem with it was. The problem is not that it makes the game easier. The problem is that the games that have the XP share are not designed well around it. Okay, so we gotta You know, time. I'm pretty sure we had to like then spiral into the thing. Pretty sure that's how this works. Let's see, remember where the hell the upgrade thing is. Wait a minute. What is that? Is that grapple beam? I don't even know what that is, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, it is grapple beam. Okay, so it's a useless upgrade, but I still want to kind of get it, just because, I don't know, might as well. That's where it's been hiding this whole time. I remember everything. I remember how to do this upgrade. You can't get to there because of a weird thing. Yeah, let's go over here too, because I think this is just a separate thing that I totally forgot about. Like, I don't remember this room existing, I'll be honest. Oh, hey, power mount expansion. Must be the last one. Okay, I honestly forgot this room existed, but cool. Another upgrade to our collection, our ever-growing collection. But yeah, like, I don't know, Pokemon just, I don't get the, I've lost the appeal for Pokemon. I really don't give a crap about the series anymore. Like, because I never replayed Pokemon games when I was younger. I always just played it once, would collect as much of the mons as I could, until I basically stopped having fun with it. And then I would move on. I never replay Pokemon games, because honestly, I don't find Pokemon games really that fun a second time. And honestly, my main problem really just stems from, what's the point of that? Wait, what is the point of this? I need to question. What is the point of doing this whole thing? I'm curious, actually. What does this do? Again, don't fully... Oh, that's how you get up there in the first... Okay. I'll be honest, I don't fully remember this puzzle. If you couldn't tell already. But I don't know. Because honestly, my biggest problem with older Pokemon games is, like, okay, so back in December, I tried playing Soul Silver, because I heard that's, like, the best Pokemon game. So I played it, and honestly, did not enjoy it, like, that much. Like, I had a lot of good Pokemon on my team that I like, you know... I had, like, honestly, best team I've ever had in terms of Pokemon I like. It was not balanced at all. And I'm not talking about the game being hard, because it wasn't. Because my team was just very poorly balanced. But I didn't have the problem with the difficulty. It was the grinding, dude. The freaking grinding. Like, and it's not even a thing where it's like, oh, you just need to have a better team. No, like, straight up, the level curve in Soul Silver is so terrible. And everyone always talks about how Johto is so good, and honestly, Johto is probably my least favorite region I've ever explored in Pokemon, and I'm including Kanto into that list. Because Johto is just so... Because of the fact that... Okay, a lot of people always talk about how good Gen 2 was because they had 2 regions. But everybody fails to realize that the 2 regions thing honestly kind of hurts the game more than it helps it. Because it means that the regions are drastically freaking, like, just... It just means Johto is left with such an awkward level curve since you have to fit 2 whole regions into the game. And it makes Johto feel very incomplete as its own region. Because, like, Johto is barely bigger than Kanto. So you have 2 tiny regions that you get to explore. Because, like, Hoenn is, like, almost as big as both of them combined, and it has way more visual variety than either region could ever even dream of. And that is honestly the biggest problem with the Johto games, is that there's just not much variety there. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize about it. Also, I don't remember what the hell the point of this Dark World area is. Wasn't there supposed to be, like, something actually in here? Or... So it's like, does it really matter at that point if there's 2 regions or not? Because, like, yeah, sure, but it's very much a quantity over quality thing. Because, like, okay, it's not like 2 Hoenn-styled regions, you know? Like, 2 great regions. No, it's freaking 2 Kantos, basically. It's effectively just 2 Kantos. And honestly... I don't want 2 Kantos. 2 Kantos is stupid. Because Kanto's not good. It never was good. And, oh, that's what the hell this stupid room is for. It's so you can get this one upgrade. I forgot. That is literally this is the only reason this room exists. It's just for that. Totally forgot about that. I'm also sorry as my commentary has been very aimless today. I'm kind of just, I don't know. Can't really explain. It's one of those weird moods, you know? It's not bad, it's not good, it's just kind of in between, I guess. It's weird stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know. Pokemon just doesn't interest me anymore. But hell yeah, grappling, let's go. Never gonna use it, because it's an incredibly useless upgrade. Because when the hell were space parts in this room? Oh yeah, because you're supposed. This is technically the first area you're supposed to use the sunburst. So like it's supposed to be like a tutorial on it. I mean, we'll use them since honestly, space pirates are the only enemies the dark or the charge combos are good against. Since the space pirates have like don't really have a tiny weak point, their entire body is a weak point, which is nice. All right, honestly, quickest way back to the Dark World, since that's where the last remaining upgrades I think are. I don't think there's anything left in just normal Agon Wastes. No, I didn't mean to do that. I think we've gotten basically everything else in normal Agon Wastes. I don't think there's a single other thing we're missing. Also, I just realized that the Great Temple, we could just warp to Agon, but who needs that? That's dumb. Like, they have good designs, and there are some good Pokemon, and to be fair, it did give us the beautiful Pokemon that is Dunsparce, which is probably the single greatest Pokemon ever created, but I don't know. Most of Gen 9's Pokemon just don't do anything for me, and usually, even if like I'm not super into the games anymore, I can still usually remember what the new designs are, but Gen 9, I don't give a crap to remember, because they're not interesting. I don't know. I'm more interested in like and even the spin-off games I don't really care about. Like, I've played a few of them. Like, obviously I've played a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. I've actually played through that game twice, and both times I've disliked it greatly, which I know is slander. I know is like a major slander to Pokemon fans, because like that is usually considered to be like the best of the Pokemon spin-offs, because like Explorers of Sky is like peak Pokemon for a lot of people. And I played through it twice. I like played through the entire game twice, gave it 2 fair shots, because like the second, like I wasn't even gonna play it the second time, but I wanted to give it a fair shot, and I disliked it greatly. I did not enjoy myself pretty much at all playing it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm exaggerating, and I know I exaggerate a lot. I started to enjoy it at the beginning. At first, I had mixed feelings, and at a certain point, like kind of like, I'd say midway through, I actually started to kind of like it a lot. Like, there are parts of it I really enjoyed. Like, there's a lot of parts of the game I really enjoyed, and for a second I thought I was actually finally really finding what so many people love about the game. Like, I felt like I finally figured out why people love the game so much. And then at some point, later, more of the game's cracks started to show themselves, and then it finally dawned on me why I didn't like the game. It's because I didn't like the gameplay at all. The most fun I'd had with the game was when the dungeons were incredibly short, there were barely any enemies in the dungeon. Basically, the times I didn't have to play the game were the ones I enjoyed the most. Because as soon as the dungeons became more involved, it just showed that it's not that the game's too hard or anything, it's just that on a fundamental level, I don't like the gameplay of the game. I just don't think it's fun. And like, yes, I could, obviously I wasn't amazing at it or anything, but I didn't really care to get good at it because I wasn't enjoying it to begin with, and I feel like even if I was better at the gameplay, I still wouldn't enjoy it. It just never clicked with me, you know? And I think that's kind of just my issue with the game. Just in a nutshell, it's my issue. And yeah, that's why I don't like the game. Also, we're not gonna... This is my least favorite temple key because of the platforming. Because I always like to skip it, but then it's hard to skip it because you can mess that up. It's annoying, because then you have to go through this stupid section again with the tangleweeds that I never kill because I don't feel like... It's just annoying to kill tangleweeds, so I just don't bother. Yeah, this key is really annoying to get. But yeah, I don't know. Pokemon Explorers of Sky. I tried it twice. I gave it 2 fair shots, and both times I disliked it. So, I don't get the hype behind it. Like, I can see ways that... Actually, I'm exaggerating. I always exaggerate, because I always just kind of shorten what I'm saying. But I will say, I do see the merit of it. I do see why people would like it. It's just that, personally, I don't like it. Just the things it does, the games it does. Like, I can, if I really like a game, I can completely ignore the flaws it has in favor of being like, well, I like a lot of things about this game. Like, that's how I feel about Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite games ever made, and I can be the first one to admit that it has a lot of issues. In fact, I could probably spend an entire hour-long video just pointing out all of its flaws, but I don't really care because I like the game too much. And I feel like that's how a lot of people are with, Explorers of Sky, and honestly more power to them, but I don't feel the same way. I think the game's flaws really hurt it, and there's a lot of things I like about the game, but it has so many flaws that make it so that I just can't like it. Alright, there's nothing over there. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about Pokemon, because it's getting boring. Talk about it. Alright, alright, seems like this is the only upgrade left. Alright. Whee! Okay, I didn't mean to corrupt that, but, I mean, I guess we did it. Alright, so it's this way. Oh, wait, there's... Oh, yeah, I forgot there's 2 more upgrades, actually. Alright, well, we'll just backtrack to get that one. Nope, wrong beam. Okay. Ding! No, I missed. I was trying to hit the door, and I just absolutely missed horribly. Open sesame. Come on. Alright, and the next... yeah, it's literally just underwater upgrade, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's not even like... I forgot this was even an upgrade, I'll be honest. It's one of those upgrades like I just don't remember. Cause like I figured it was like a key at first, but it's not. It's just straight up underwater. Which, interesting, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure it's normally a missile tank. So, questionable missile tank placement, but... who cares? It's fine. Alright, so... I don't know, because we kind of need the Cobalt Visor. Because I don't really know what to do if we don't get the Cobalt Visor. I'm still going to check Sanctuary Fortress, because there's bound to be an upgrade we just forgot about. Which, you know, very high possibility of that. But... I don't know if that's the case. We could have just gotten unlucky and not gotten Cobalt Visor. Because we got, like, every other Visor by, like, Part 2. And I feel like we've had a lot of trouble getting the last. And, like, we just have not gotten Cobalt yet. So I'm assuming it's got to be hidden around here somewhere. And it's over there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't originally get this upgrade. Because, like, it's, like, covered in water. No, it's Power Bombs. I forgot. Oh, but yeah, it is still... I mean, no, it actually is underwater. Okay. Like, you see my problem with, like, the... That's the one thing I will say this game does worse than Prime 1. I think I've already mentioned it. It's just that you have to wait so much later to get all the keys. And also, there we go. Cobalt Translator, let's go. Alright. And I'm pretty sure that marks the end of Ag and Wastes. Pretty sure that's about everything. Okay, now we can head to Sanctuary. Alright, so I made my way all the way to the elevator, and it kind of just dawned on me that I could have just taken the warp station right to Sanctuary Fortress, and that probably would have been 10 times quicker, since that kind of takes us right to where we need to be. But you know, who needs logic or any of that? I make questionable decisions, and I'm proud of it. Hey, bro. It's kind of a hard arena to fight this guy. Alright, I just want to blow up his head, because I think it's funny to leave him just headless. Just have a pair of legs walking around. But anyway, so, yeah, I probably could have taken the temple directly here, but I think it might actually be a little bit easier to just do it this way. Because there's also another upgrade we have to get over here anyway, so... we would still have to backtrack all the way over here. And honestly, if we're closer to the temple by the time we end... we don't really need to worry about, you know, doing a huge backtracking quest back to the main temple to fight Emperor Ing. So I think this might actually work out a little bit better. Also, yeah, we're just going to get hit by, like, literally every single one of those. I mean, I could, you know, actually have patience to do that, but no, we rush through everything because I want to get this done. But yes, at long last, we can finally open the stupid door. It only took the entire playthrough, but we did it. We can finally access new parts of the Sanctuary. And as you can see, there's a light ray. That's what the upgrade is above. Because normally this room wouldn't have any purpose. It's just a map room that we're not going to interact with. So is there a scan log for these in this game? No, there is not. There was one in Prime 1, though. Alright. So yeah, this is literally the only reason we need to head up. So also, I'm pretty sure we have every single major upgrade. Now it's literally just a single energy tank and some beam and missile expansions, probably. Yeah. This light beam upgrade feels kind of... oh, hey, look. Final energy tank. There we go. We have every energy tank. But, again, these light suit upgrades seem kind of... like, the ones with the light beam seem kind of lame to me. Because it's just, like, very much you have to backtrack just to get this one little thing. I sort of wish, like... Again, I wish the grapple beam was more useful because I feel like you could do a lot. I didn't mean to do. God damn it. But I feel like you could do a lot more with the grapple beam, you know? Where you could, like, aim up and then grapple onto a thing. Like, literally, the multiplayer map does that. It has that. The grapple beam actually has utility in the multiplayer maps. And I wish the game did that so that the screw attack didn't just straight replace it. You still need the grapple beam for certain segments, which would be cool. But the game just doesn't do that for some reason, and I've never fully understood why it doesn't. Because it would make a lot of sense. Also, we have to literally go up there, so... Let's take out the trash. Ooh, look at that explosion. So intense the game can barely handle it. Where are you? Eh. Let me up, let me up. Oh, crap. That attack is actually pretty devastating if you're caught off guard by it, because it does a ton of damage. And it can very quickly put you at critical levels of health, which is not exactly ideal. Alright. Sorry, Resbit, but you're weak. You just totally missed the first shot. Yeah, I was gonna take a chance, and if I took the right way, but I just took the wrong way. I should have figured that was gonna happen. I always take the wrong way somehow. Also, I've been thinking of maybe doing trying to figure out how to do a multiplayer session of this game, because I think a multiplayer Prime 2 video would be fun. Because there's not really that much on the internet in terms of multiplayer Prime 2, because like, who the hell plays multiplayer Prime 2? Except me. I play multiplayer. Honestly, I've probably played more Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer than anyone else. Because whenever my friends come over, I force them to play some Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer on the trilogy version. So they're subjugated to using the Wiimote controls, and I don't care about their pain and suffering because they're gonna play the game. Play the game. Gotta play it. Metroid is the only thing that matters. Okay, how'd I kill the leg? I don't fully understand that one. How the legs sometimes die, but not the face. Like, how'd I kill the legs there? Alright, well, goodbye. Honestly, these enemies are so much more annoying without the screw attack, but, I mean, hey, we got the screw attack episode 1, so I'm gonna abuse that as much as I can. Because it has definitely been, honestly, I'd say screw attack has been the most useful upgrade consistently throughout this run. Oh, you can scan these now. Like, yeah, I'd be as go with, but no words. I'd go as far as to say is that those have quite literally been our most useful upgrades. But anyway, in terms of other Metroid videos I'm planning on doing, a Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer one, and also I have been thinking of doing a Metroid Prime Hunters one. I know I say a lot of bad things about Hunters, but honestly the multiplayer in that game is fantastic. It's really only the single player I have issues with, because I think the single player is legitimately bad. It's just legitimately abysmal, whereas the multiplayer is really good, which honestly isn't surprising considering that the multiplayer was kind of the main point of Hunters. The single player was more of an afterthought, and it definitely feels like that. Yes, we're going to finally take on the Spider Guardian, at long last. And so right over past this wall is where the Spider Guardian lies and makes its domain. We're going to finally take it on at long last. It's been a long time coming. Alright. Ah, crap. We have to figure out our way through this facility of a room. Oh, yeah, it's just the elevator up. Whee! Sanctuary Fortress is rather confusing sometimes, but I'm getting better at maneuvering through it. Watch this. Screw tech. Woo! Get owned. Oh yeah, I forgot this room is massive. It's gonna take a while to load. I think this might be like one of the biggest rooms in the map. I don't know if it is, but it feels like it is. Also, I could just use screw attack, but we'll finally use grapple beam since it took us this long to use it. But yeah, it's not too useful because the screw attack is honestly faster than the grapple beam, and it's also easier to use than the grapple beam. So this grapple beam is pretty finicky, all things considered. Ha! Who needs to scan those morph ball cans when we can just do this? Doing the other ways for chumps. Alright, Okay, take your time, bro. And there's the Spider Guardian. Everyone's favorite boss in the game. Everyone universally loves Spider Guardian. Everyone absolutely loves this boss. This is actually the first time I've played it in the GameCube version. And I know this boss sucks normally, but who needs that? Wait, zoom. Wait. Oh, we can just use power bombs to damage it and then just do. This feels like cheating. And I am so down for it. Cheating is my middle name. Alright. This is so funny. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't think you can go on some of these tracks. That's lame. I want to cheat. Also, you're not supposed to have power bombs at this point, but I'm going to still abuse them. Alright, how do I actually fight this boss is the real question. Because I don't fully remember, I'll be honest. Am I the only, like, is this working intendedly? I don't remember. It's been a while since I fought Spider Guardian, so I don't fully remember. Like, did I break the game by using power bombs or something? No, okay, I'm stupid, that's what. It just, I thought, okay, apparently I missed horribly before, is what that meant. So, good for me, I guess. Okay, so I'm just very dumb. Understood. Okay, now I remember how the fight works, though, so that's the important part. I now remember how the fight works. Progress has been made. Also, it doesn't seem like most of these spider tracks are designed with the fact that I'm supposed to use them, which is weird, since I should be able to, but I don't know, because I was able to use the earlier one, so this is kind of sad. The whole joke of the fight was going to be that I was just going to cheese it. Alright. Yeah, I remember not liking the... I honestly remember liking these first two phases way less, just because you have to do all these stupid jumps with the boost ball. So I remember the last phase honestly being easier, just because you didn't need to do all that. Also, this guy does a lot of freaking damage. Holy crap. You know, I can see why people hate this fight so much in the original. Because, you know, it kind of does suck a bit. Just a little bit. Alright, my joystick is apparently having a stroke now, so that's always good. Yeah, he does a lot of damage, jeez. Alright, but why can't I grapple onto these things? This is baloney. Stupid game not letting me break it wide open. Like, come on, I have Spider Ball. I'm pressing the button for Spider Ball. It's not doing anything. This is baloney. It was working earlier. What the hell? What is this garbage? At least go up here. The game at least give me that. That luxury. No. Dang it. I'm so mad. I was so excited to do this fight because I thought it'd be funny to, like, you know, completely break it with the morph ball, but now we actually got to do it the correct way. This is sad. It's depressing. Okay, wait. The bottom one works. Okay, now this is funny. Okay, I'm being a little reckless, admittedly, but hey, I remember how this fight works now, so I guess that's something. Okay, no, this Spider Ball track works, which is funny, because this is the one that really matters. Okay, comedy has been restored, thankfully. Oh my god, we could just skip tracks too. This is so funny. This is what I wanted to happen. This is the whole reason I wanted to do this fight. Was exclusively because of this potential. Yes. This is exactly what I want to be possible. I forgot he has more health sometimes. Okay, I've been really bad with aiming my power bombs, apparently. Man, how many hits does he take? A lot, apparently. Yep. Okay, apparently we're just not gonna go that way. Oh yeah, this makes it a little bit easier, I'd say. Just a little bit. Just by to an extent, you know, it's a little bit easier. I improved the Spider Guardian fight, what can I say? Okay, do not hit me, please. Thank you. Yeah, no, this makes it a lot easier. Just a little bit. You know, it's actually still very hard. Wee, wee, wee. I'm just sad the earlier phases didn't work like this, too. Because this is funny as hell, dude. I could just go up to a higher layer. It's so funny. Because normally you have the time limit when you have to go to these things, and you have to roll around awkwardly on everything with the Spider Guardian being annoying. But now I can just do this. This is so much funnier. Wait, what? It reset? How? That was even blatantly enough time. I still never fully understand how this dude works correctly. Oh, I locked them in, that's why. Okay. Okay, so I think I understand actually now. You don't want to lock them in, because otherwise that kind of makes it impossible. That's why there was always a time limit before, is because it wasn't actually like... It was never a set time limit, it was just because you can't go too quick. So you gotta just time it out. Okay. I swear this was never really a thing, because I feel like most people just didn't realize that was even a thing. So you just gotta do it quick enough before he goes through and breaks the sequence. That's why he resets everything. Because if you go too quick, it fucks it up. That makes sense, actually. That's why he goes so slow. Man, I'm dumb. Okay, now that makes sense. There you go, he's dead. See, Spider Guardian's easy. It's so... Anyone who has a problem with it is just clearly not good at the game. That's all it really is. It's kind of embarrassing. All that for a single missile tank. Alright. Alright. Good to see. Alright, now these Spider Ball tracks should actually work as intended. Or not. I guess. Okay, so the Spider Ball tracks really are finicky when you're not... Before you get the Spider Ball. Like, what the hell? I know I'm not supposed to have it yet, but it would still be funny. The game ruined my fun. Ugh. I'm at least glad these ones still work. So that's at least something funny. Alright, anyway, I'm going to do this real quick because there's an upgrade over here and we're going to grab it. Because I'm pretty sure the next upgrade is like... It was that one spider track up is the other upgrade. But this is the Sky Temple Pain. Honestly, I think this actually might be the last upgrade in the game. If I'm thinking about it. We actually might be very close to being done right now. I don't fully remember. We still have to check the map. But we're at least very close. Oh yeah, this upgrade's sick, actually. Ah. It's a missile expansion. Oh, there it is. Whee! Alright, line up, line up, line up. Got him. Ooh, touchdown. Score. Missile expansion. Alright, is there anything actually else in the Dark Sanctuary Fortress that we missed? Because to me, it does not look like we missed a thing. Seems like we have done some good jobs here. Alright, I'm going to check Sanctuary, this area. Oh yeah, Sanctuary entrance. We forgot about that upgrade. We got to do that. Man, that means I did unnecessary backtracking because I still got to go all the way over there because I forgot that we didn't get that. Ugh, even when I try to save time, I still wasted. Alright, I'm pretty sure those are the last two upgrades though, so... We are very much nearing the end of the game here. It's basically just Emperor-ing like 2 more upgrades, which one of the upgrades we're going to get like right now. So we will have to backtrack all the way down to the sanctuary since I did it wrong. And I think I'm just going to come back up through temple grounds because I think that's quicker than going all the way back to the fortress. Because, yeah, no, it kind of, Sanctuary Fortress does spit you near. That's where we need to be anyway. We don't need to be at the Great Temple, actually. So, actually, no, that might actually work out a little bit better, actually, than my original plan. Ding, new, new. Oh, yeah, these dudes show up now. Okay, and these finally work. Hell yeah. So this is the game just gatekeeping you because it's lame. Lame. Garbage. Stupid. Dumb. Look at that little secret. I wish we could get like in the. Imagine getting like just an upgrade in the middle of the fight, just like casually. That'd be so funny. But the game wouldn't let us do that. Oh, even actually a shortcut. Cool. And we can actually do this. I can finally go up there without being just randomly roadblocked for no reason. Wait, can I go? Oh god. That's probably a way to like do a maximum height, just see how far you can fall. Because I think the only Prime game Samus takes fall damage in is Hunters, of course, but. See, Spider Guardian's easy. I don't get why people always complain about it. It's the easiest boss in the game, clearly. Alright. Okay. At least we only got 2 out of 3 that time. I'm just gonna stay in Morph Ball. It's quicker. Quickest way to travel. Oh yeah, I forgot Dark Samus is actually supposed to appear here, and we just never triggered the event since we've, I think, been in this room once. Because normally you're supposed to do these, like, spider ball puzzles. I think it's just funny because technically we already killed Dark Samus earlier, so now this is just happening out of nowhere. Oh no, the bridge. We don't even need to do the spider ball thing to get back, but I will do it just to get back because it is a very cool use of the spider ball. And any excuse to use Spider Ball in this game is a win in my book. Alright, I just can't remember what the hell. Hey, heavy cannon damage. This is literally the only other part in the entire game where there's actually a turret. Because you'd think there'd be more turret cannons in the game, but there just kind of isn't. Which is sad, because the turret cannons are really cool, and I wish they had more like utilization. And this is pretty much the only other. It's also used in really great effect in one of the multiplayer maps, where the whole map is just there's one turret, and I think it's the coolest part of the entire thing. It's a shame that it doesn't get used more often. So I think it's a cool mechanic that just was left to rot in this game only. This is pretty much the only game in the Prime series that actually uses the turret cannon. Actually, no, Prime 3 doesn't even have one. I just remembered. Prime 3 doesn't even have a turret cannon. So it's only used in Prime 2, and even then, very sparingly. Like, used twice in the entire game. And it's sad, because, like, you only actually use it in combat, like, once. I don't get why. Like, I feel like it had a lot of utility to be used more in combat, so it's a little awkward that it wasn't, but, you know. Also, I didn't realize you could angle this. I did not. Did it really take me this long to figure out that you could angle it a little bit? Also, I forgot to... That's like on boost ball sometimes, is that I always forget to... Nah, I wish there was just a button to cancel it. There might be, and I'm just dumb, but... Yeah, I did not realize you could angle it that much, I'll be honest. I just assumed it had, like, a set arc, but I am dumb, apparently. That's cool, though. I mean, hey, I've learned a lot of new things about Prime 2 through this randomizer, so that's pretty cool. Alright, now we can go through here. Whee! I forgot to blow that up. I knew I was forgetting something. I knew for 100% I was totally forgetting something. Now we gotta do that all again. Because that was big dumb. Like, I don't try to pad out videos, but I just am bad at the game, so I inadvertently. It's just for a freaking missile expansion too. Wait, we haven't gotten the last Sky Temple key, have we? Did we get the last Sky Temple key? I legitimately do not remember if we did. We might have. It doesn't tell you on the map if we did. It tells you with the other keys, so it makes sense. No. I don't know why it only tells you the local keys. You'd think it would tell you all of them, but nope. Who needs the other ones? They're useless. Alright, now we gotta do this again. As if we already didn't screw this up before. It's that you never really need to angle it up for puzzles. Which again, I think a Prime 2 thing, like the screw attack thing that I did earlier, I feel like it could be done with some interesting utility. It's never really explored in the game. Probably screw attack to that. Very high possibility. Okay. There we go. Alright, so what are we missing? Because I feel like there's another upgrade. Wait, no. Items 100. How did I not notice that item thing? Alright, well, items 100%. There we go. That's it. We got all the items. Now we can... We did get the other Sky Temple key. I probably just forgot it that we got last episode. Alright, so an embarrassing amount of time later, we finally made it over here. And I'm not really going to fight any enemies because I just want to conserve as much ammo. I'm pretty sure there's an ammo recharge station at Emperor Ing's place, but even so, I want to conserve as much energy as possible. And honestly, it doesn't matter if we take damage because there's a save point in the final area, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. Well, conserve ammo. No, we just go through there. We don't need to do the half pipe. Okay. Alright. Jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. Oh, I just murdered somebody on the way in here. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay. Well, instead of taking out those things, we're just gonna be lazy about it. Oh my god. Oh, these are enemies these are honestly probably my least favorite enemies in the entire trilogy. Not even Chozo Ghost, not like Phazon Orbs from Prime 3. No, these dudes. They're just annoying. They don't take that long to kill, but god. Always in the way. Alright, let's deliver the last key. The last 3, because I think those are the ones that were left. There we go. We can make it to the Dark Temple. Or Sky Temple, I forgot. And who needs to watch the cutscene? We skip the cutscenes. It's a cool teleport sequence. That's cool. I think Prime 3 has the coolest teleport sequence in any game. I like how she takes one step, then everything around her changes, and her next step is in the new area, which I think is the coolest interpretation of teleportation I've ever seen. Where instead of the person themselves like going to a molecular level and transporting, it's just everything around them, which I honestly think is cooler. And I'd like to see more things adopt that. It's funny how the energy was just right there. If Samus was a little bit quicker, she could have just grabbed it. Another thing I love is that the temple is upside down in the Dark World. It's like this would normally be the surface. I just like that. I think it's cool that everything's upside down. Because if you look on the map, like look, it's just upside down. And technically, the first boss and the last boss share the same arena. Just in different worlds. Which is really funny to me. Just fun, stupid stuff like that I like. Like, it's just funny having everything upside down. I sort of wish it was a longer segment just so more of the Dark World could be like this. Imagine like the Dark World was just upside down. That'd just be kind of funny. It'd be obnoxious as hell, but it'd also be really funny. There it is. Geronimo. This is it. A boss I've never fought. This is a boss I've never fought on the GameCube version, and I know it's like really annoying to fight on the GameCube. Well, the first phase is really annoying. For some obvious reasons that you're about to see. I really like its theme, though. I think it's really cool. It's very intimidating. I think it's a better final boss theme than Metroid Prime's final boss theme. So, Metroid Prime's final boss theme just kind of got repetitive after a while. This one feels better. Maybe we'll hit 50 by the end of the game. But yeah, basically the whole thing with this guy is that you have to shoot his tentacles, and they're kind of hard to hit. I think it's easy to just do that. My issue is that it's really hard to see his tentacles because like you gotta really aim up, and we've already seen how finicky the lock-on can be at times. But anyway. Oh my god. Eh. So yeah, you cannot use Sonic Boom here because his weak point is so finicky to deal with sometimes. Also, yeah, 100% items, we only have 175 missiles, so yeah, definitely the ammo expansion's greatly degraded from the missiles, which I'm not exactly sure if I'm a fan of that one. If I ever do this randomizer again, I'm gonna have to, like, just leave it at normal settings. So I was under the assumption when I set this up that, that it would reduce the amount of missile expansions, but that would mean you'd have more light beam ammo to work with, but no, it just, like, that seems kind of pointless to me, honestly. Like, I don't see the point of that. It seems rather useless. Yeah, no. It's just so hard to see the tentacle, you know? Alright. Okay, can we get on with it? I really dislike how it makes the arm cannon fly back, and it takes like 8 years for Samus to... It would be easier if it was actually possible to avoid, you know? Just saying. Snake tentacles to deal with. There's just so much jerking around you have to do. Alright, get him. Like, a lot of the secret missiles you'd think would be the main tool you'd want to use here, but they just don't really hit well. Man. Yeah, the first phase of this fight kind of sucks. It's just because it's better on the Wii version because you can actually aim well on that one. Who would have thought? Being able to aim makes a fight better. Oh my god, Samus, strafe any slower, please. Oh my god, I am so bad at... Oh my god, just shoot, Sam! Oh my god, this fight is garbage. I forgot how shit it was. Oh, thank God. Oh my god, dude. Not a fan. Not a fan. That was infuriating. Like, I cut out some of the rage I just had, but like, let it be known that that was not enjoyable. Alright, thankfully though, that's the worst the fight is. This next part is a little bit better. Even if I still only half understand what the hell you're even supposed to do during it. Basically, you gotta kill the worm guys that come out of here. It's weird. Doesn't even make that much. Like, I still only half know what to do in this fight. This phase is just questionable. Okay. Why are my power bombs not coming out? Like, just press X, game. X. Oh my god. Yeah. A lot of the problems with this fight just stems from being more annoying than enjoyable, you know? Like, what is the goal here? Because, yeah, Emperor is nowhere near as good as Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is just a better final fight. Like, I'm just spamming power bombs, hoping that something does anything. It is a good way to get more, I guess, energy back, 'cause that's what it's doing well for me. Like, because I think you can only really do it when, like, it starts, but, like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It just doesn't really feel like it's much skill. It just kind of feels like a pinball match, you know? Because I don't really feel like I'm doing anything here. Because I can't really plan around that attack. It just kind of goes. And then you have all these other stupid guys crawling around. Hey, maybe this fight is a little bit worse than I remember it. Mainly because, again, Wii version's a little bit better. For the first phase, I will say Wii version definitely holds up better. Because you can actually aim up well. And you don't need to, like, awkwardly... Like, you can aim up. So I will say, that's why I don't remember it being as bad in the Wii version. Because the Wii version is legitimately better. I would say in terms of Metroid Prime 2, Wii version's a better version. There's no real contest. It just is. Because the aiming works a lot better. Because, again, like, the original aiming scheme just works better in Prime 1, whereas Prime 2 is a little bit more ambitious, which, for good and for worse. Wait for me. Alright, and then Powerbomb you, and that should be the last one. Okay, there we go. That took forever. Alright, there we go. Final boss! This is the good one. This is where the fight actually becomes decent. And not bad. Alright, so basically this is where Annihilator Beam actually becomes useful. And not like what it was before. So you gotta aim in that little crevice of his. At least I think that's what happens here. Oh yeah, then you can damage him. Yeah, I want to break his shield first. And then you switch to Annihilator, but you want to be careful to be accurate, because he likes to close his mouth thing. Okay, my arm cannon get back any slower. Alright, we are running a little bit low on... Okay, thank you, Super Missile, for homing on. Oh my god. Who? Damn it. Ooh, timed you out. Because normally he's supposed to switch between what beams he's using, but I'm not doing that. I'm just spamming Annihilator and calling it a day. Because it's really hard to kind of aim correctly. Especially when he lifts his stupid head all the time. I'm just curious about something. Because these guys aren't giving me ammo, which is a little weird. I'm pretty sure that was the whole point of what they're supposed to be there, right? Be like little ammo dudes. And I get I'm not using the right beam weapon, but there we go. That's what they are supposed to do. Okay. I can use missiles. What am I doing? There. Get owned. Missiles, come on! If you're gonna home on, at least be accurate. Instead of whatever the hell that was. Okay, it's really... dude, how the fuck am I gonna do this dark beam? It's such a slow fire rate. I'm trying my best to aim, but like, it just does not work with Dark Beam. Because it doesn't have any homing capabilities. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, and I should have enough ammo to finish him off. I'm trying to, like, juke him out. Alright. Now! Come on, open your stupid face already, dude. Dead. Okay, yeah, the last phase definitely makes up for the abysmal first one. Yes, God, that first phase is just infuriating to deal with. There we go. Okay, there's a lot of complaining, but I will admit the third phase definitely makes up for it, because it is very intense. And it's not as much of a bore. Because I will say, Metroid Prime's first phase is really, really good, and then the second phase is a little bit more boring. Alright, but we're not done yet. There's still one more fight we have to deal with. Because this is the only Prime game that actually has an ending escape sequence. Which I think is cool. I'm surprised no other Prime game did it. Because I feel like Prime 2 is the one that made the least sense, too. Mainly, well, not because, like, everything exploding, but in terms of the map design, like, the Sky Temple has the least to do with, like, an actual escape sequence, you know? It's like... Because obviously it's an escape sequence boss fight, but for the most part, I feel like Prime 3... you kind of already did, like, a countdown sequence, so that one I kind of get why they didn't do it in reverse. Where Prime 1, I feel like it would have worked out pretty well. This guy, you literally just need to go down. You don't even need to, like, climb up or anything. There she is. Dark Moose. Because you can't hit her while she's in that state for some reason. It's kind of hard to dodge that laser because like it's not a big arena. Oh wait, she's already entered her second phase. That's the only way to damage her now. I guess you can also damage her on the field, but... I don't know, that mechanic is also kind of finicky. Okay, can you hurry up and just do the whole thing you're supposed to do instead of missiles? Oh my god, bro. I don't want to time out because that'd be worst, the most anticlimactic end of all time. Lightning doesn't do shit to her though. Oh my god. It's like, it's so finicky. Like, I will admit, Prime 2 definitely nosedives at the end a little bit. The final, I will say Prime 2 definitely has the least enjoyable conclusion out of the game, just because its fights just have some questionable ideas. Oh my god, I hope I don't run out of time. Dark Samus 3 is not interesting of a fight. Because she just does the same attacks again and again. It's like, okay, we get it, Dark Samus. But you're not cool? Hey, did that do anything? So super missiles are so inconsistent if they do anything to a boss. Oh my god. Bro, Samus, hurry up. Alright. I don't think we'll run out of time. But we are actually surprisingly low in health. Alright, but I do know the difference between if she's going to do a missile or not. And also I dodged that, but sure. Okay. Now I get the mechanic a little bit better. So I think I got this in the bag. I think she's just... done. Oh no, she still has a little bit more. Okay. I sort of just assumed that would be it, but I mean, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so we can't do that. We gotta just spam this. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on. Really? The fucking phase-on in the corners? That's what stops that? That's a little... I don't like that. I think if the phase-on wasn't here, it'd be a better fight. I don't get why we need to have phase-on in the borders of everything. Because it's just really annoying. Alright, there we go. So I was just trying to dodge it, man. Ugh. Alright, it should be the final hit, though. There we go. Okay, I know I ragged on the game a little bit at the end, but yeah, I don't know. The final bosses can be pretty annoying. Because Emperor Ink Phase 3 is kind of what is the best part of the ending, because it is a really good fight. It's just that the first phase isn't that good. The second phase doesn't really make sense. The Dark Samus is, well, it's probably her weakest fight in the series, actually. Because all she really does is just float in the air, and then you gotta catch her projectiles back. Interesting idea, but I feel like it doesn't really use Samus's arsenal that well. At least compared to Prime 1. Prime 1 did a better job, I think, incorporating Samus's arsenal. I was like, yeah, sure, the second phase of Emperor Ing uses the Morph Ball, but, like, it uses it very weirdly. Like, I don't even use the Dark Visor for this fight. It's just weird. It's just, like, it's kind of funny. Because Quadraxis is so much of a better fight. I think it kind of overshadows this one. I feel like Quadraxis would have been a more fitting final boss if all things considered. But yeah, no, I still love Prime 2, even if I will admit the final boss is a little bit iffy. It's cool to see the scan visor like that. Look at that flip. But there we go. We have finished the Metroid Prime 2 randomizer. And well, honestly, like, that went really well. Like, the only frustration I really had was... The only legitimate frustration I had during the series was just the first phase of the final boss, because, God, it was annoying. Look at that flip. And Dark Aether is completely destroyed. And it's back to normal. She saved the day. Man, Luminoths are tall. I do like how the greeting of the Luminoth is actually very similar to how Quiet Robe did it in Dread. I think Dread definitely adopted that as kind of just a signal, which is cool, the continuity. But yeah, there we go. We beat it 100%. Not so much with the scan logs, but... Oh yes, yo, we get to see Uncanny Samus. Honestly, when the remaster comes out eventually, this is the main thing they need to fix. Cause yeah, no, that ain't it. And there we have it. We did it. Oh, come on. The one thing we can't skip. Ugh. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I know that it kind of lasted a while, but yeah, there we go. Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer did it. Again, for the final time in this video, I apologize if my commentary was a little bit weird this episode. I was kind of, I feel like sort of rushing to get it done, but I still enjoyed my time with this randomizer. Even this last part, I was definitely having fun. Just the final boss, a little bit worse than I remember it. But this is actually kind of funny because it's my first time beating this game on the GameCube version without the trilogy. So, trilogy I think is better just because the final boss just is easier. Oh, cool. It actually tells us where all the things were. That's cool. A lot of Aghanim Wastes. That was fun, though. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Prime 1 randomizer. I might. But I think what I'm probably going to do... I don't know. I don't really know what else. I might do a Prime 2 multiplayer video if I can get that done. If I can get somebody to play with me. But for now, it's a pretty good place. And also looks like Dark Samus is back. Oh no. Surely nothing bad will come out of that. Definitely not, you know, her finding a sentient planet to take over and, no, nothing like that. But anyways, that is the end of the series. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.